Hey y'all, girls, all the beautiful ladies are here. Happy Friday. Happy TGIF. Yesterday I was a little busy, a little overwhelmed. Okay, so I didn't get to pop in, but I hope that you all remember to do your random acts of kindness yesterday. You got it right. Yesterday was one stranger, one smile Thursday. And I'd appreciate it if y'all go ahead and remember to do that on Thursdays. Let's spread love, let's spread goodwill. Let's make acts of kindness go viral. So I hope that y'all did your good deeds on yesterday. I hope you had fun. I hope some of y'all got away scot free. I know I did. I know I did. I'm glad to see everybody. Happy Friday to you. Y'all remember, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Now, I'm going to give you the news, but before I do, I got to greet everybody. I can't stand being walking in the room and just start talking like I already been there. I did not sleep at y'all house last night. So let me holler at everybody real quick. And then we're going to get into our FNN. And then the funny papers are pretty doggone funny. And now I will say this, we will be back live yet again so we can discuss that RHOA trailer because we got to talk about that. We got to talk about that. There were some things and things were said, and some of the things and the things that were said made me a little uncomfortable. So we're going to talk about those things. We're going to talk about those things. We're going to have another live all about that. Because I know some of y'all are real RHOA fans. Y'all know I started off as a real RHOA fan, stomped down RHOA fan. And now things are a little bit different because, I mean, let's just face it, that show is going down the toilet. So we're going to have a whole nother live talking about RHOA. We're going to get into it. And it's gonna happen, and y'all know the funny papers today is some people we got to dig into. I don't know whether the allegations are true, and that's exactly the standpoint I'm gonna come at it from. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm not a big fan of jumping on bandwagons and accusing people. So don't be thinking that I'm finna just jump on it because I don't like Aries and I'm finna drag him and say what he did. I don't know what he did. I'm not a fan of Tiffany Haddish, as many of y'all know. A lot of these celebrities, I'm really not their fans, but I'm not gonna jump on them and drag. However, however, what I will do is talk about the allegations and I'll give my opinion, but I'm not gonna do no dragging. Y'all know I'm real funny when it comes to certain allegations. We gotta let this stuff play out in a court of law. We gotta see some real, real evidence before you'll see me opening my mouth and having a whole lot to say. So I hope that's cool with everybody. Y'all know I play fair. I play fair. Until I see evidence, I'm real careful. Okay. But let me holler at everybody real quick. Renee Six, what's up, sis? Good to see you. Happy Friday. We got Dana Cutlet in the house. Oh shoot, she out and about. Be safe. Now this is a holiday weekend. This is Labor Day weekend. Some of y'all going down there to Miami. Y'all going up over there to show them cheeks and show you shape to everybody and let them see how good you look. And listen, if that's what you're doing, have fun. Keep your head on the swivel. Don't get robbed. You know, do like my mama told me. Tie your money in a handkerchief and pin it on the inside of your bra. They can't snatch your bra off you. Hey, Kia. How you doing? That's my Kia Coco Pop. Kim Bird is in the house. Al. Connie Bazille. Hey, sis. Good Friday to you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Quiet Storm 87. Hello, lovely. How are you? How are things? Jackie Gaines, how you doing, sis? Queena in the house. Okay. Patricia Robinson, how you doing? I hope you are enjoying your long weekend. Kimber, how you been feeling? Rochelle, what's up, sis? Rochelle in the house, y'all. Okay. I like it. I like it. Jackie, you be coming in early. I'll be glad to see Jackie. Jackie always be here early, making sure the chat be cool, man. Dolce, how you doing? You say happy Freaky Friday. You about to go get freaky because it's Friday? All right, Dolce. Dora, what's happening? Oh, Candy R in the house. Hey, girl, Lala is here. What's up? We got Lel up in here. How you doing, Lala? We still waiting to hear um some positive news. Positive news. All right, cool gamer. How you doing? Good to see you. All right, all right. We got our sis Cheryl Thomas Hughes in here, the songbird. How you doing, beautiful lady? Jackie, thank you for holding us down in Twitch land. I appreciate it. Allie from Miami, what's going on with you? Good to see you. Queen of Hearts, KS. Hello, hello, hello. Catherine, how you doing, girl? It's good to see you. All right, Candace Lane, how you doing? You made it. Sunshine, sunshine. Uh-oh, you almost off for the 3-day weekend, girl. What you doing for the weekend? What's going on? Golden Life, how are you? It's so good to see you. I am unique. How are you? Happy Friday. Auntie Eva, you made it all right. Anybody else who comes in, y'all make sure y'all greet them for me as well. I would appreciate it. That would be awesome. Absolutely. Y'all know I try my best to greet everybody as they come in. But if I miss somebody, don't y'all miss them. Let's make sure everybody feels welcome. All right. Please do that. How you doing, Deborah Harris? Okay. All right. So I'm trying to still do a couple of things at one time, but we're gonna get into it. One, I want to know from y'all because we are starting off with our FNN as usual. How many of you all, hey Delicia, how many of you all took time to watch y'all's liar in chief with his address talking about the soul of the nation from a soulless person? Did y'all watch that? Hey Leslie. All right. So your youngest son birthday is 9/6. So I'm taking him to the zoo this weekend. Next weekend is his party. Girl, how about my youngest baby? Her birthday is on the 7th. So your baby birthday the day before my baby birthday. Oh, that's so cute. We both got little Virgos. So how many of y'all watched his soulless speech to the soul or the whoever and the whatever? I think that soul talk was trying to kind of code word for trying to get black folks on your side. Sir, you haven't done anything that you agreed to do. I wasn't interested. And Queena, what you say? You ain't watching, you ain't miss much. Girl, just go look at some of the clips and screenshots and screen grabs. You didn't watch The Liar, but you say negative. Y'all, just look at some of the screenshots. This man up there, y'all, the backdrop is this deep blood red. He up there looking like the Führer. I say, what is going on? Your boo thing birthday is on the 7th as well. He must be good because my baby's birthday is on the 7th and she good. Okay, so I'm a hope that that's what that means because I don't want you with nobody that ain't no good. Y'all ain't see that? Don't worry. You know I'm gonna try to grab us a little screenshot or something so y'all can get a look at how ridiculous this man looks. He looked ridiculous, y'all. I promise he did. I wouldn't lie on him. You missed it. Don't worry. We're gonna talk about him. Oh, he's wonderful, Kia. Oh, that's so sweet. I can't wait to hear about it. And I mean, I really want to hear about it. I ain't playing with you. Hey, Lily. How you doing, sister? Okay. So yeah, he did his little speech, child. You say you can't let people volunteer you last. Well, you did right. I ain't mad at you. You did the right thing. You did the absolute right thing. Because first of all, I'm trying to figure out one. This fool said that it wasn't political. If it wasn't political, why you got two people from the armed forces standing behind you? I don't even know what kind of stance that was. They were not at attention. They were not at parade rest. They standing up there holding their hands in front of them like they on usher board number one. So I didn't know what the hell that was about. You know I ain't playing, okay? Because you know I will get you. I wants to know about this man. We're gonna talk about that. All right, my big sis is here. I love her so much. Hey, Shanika C. Oh yeah, don't worry. Yeah, he said it wasn't political. And then he got up there, and this is what it was. Now, of course, you know he ain't gonna attack black people because he hoping we gonna be dumb enough to still vote for them. Hey, love my dogs too. What's up, sister? You know they hoping we still just gonna be dumb enough to vote for them without asking questions like we did the however many years, and especially this last time. Because if y'all recall, you'll remember people like Ice Cube was like, let's just talk to everybody and see what people willing to do for us. And they had black people so brainwashed that they attacked that black man for simply saying, let's find out who will agree to do something for us. That's what they did. So I think what he was trying to do with that whole, soul of this, soul of that, when you ain't got no soul. I don't believe none of y'all got none, if you ask me. But that ain't my call, and I can't play God. I'm just saying. Lala, what you say? Thanks for the recap, sis, because I was not interested in hearing Montgomery Burns and his lies. Well, that's what it came to. That's what it came to. So basically, he went up there. He ain't had nothing for us, period. That man sat up there for over an hour. Y'all want to know what he talked about? Guess what he talked about for over an hour? Just guess. You won't even believe it. You will not believe what he talked about for over an hour. Think about it now. Just think. Jackie said, what he talked about? I'm going to tell you, thank you, Jackie. He talked about Trump and MAGA this, MAGA that, MAGA. All he wanted to talk about was them goddamn people. What the hell they got to do with us? Right, kid, that's what I'm saying. He was trying to bait black people with the soul of a nation. Yo, I almost call them exactly what they are. Forgive me. I almost went straight to the toll house, but real rap, y'all ain't got no souls, and neither do your pet Negroes that work in politics. Ain't none of them got no souls. Freaking animals. Yeah, sat up there talking about that monkey with a wig. Over an hour. Over an hour. You sat up there and called them people a threat to national security. You were this, you were that, you were the third. They might be a threat to national security. You a threat to people being hungry. You gonna mess around and go along with Klaus Schwab, have everybody out here eating bugs. You already done took all the baby formula. You done ran up the gas prices. It dropped a little bit and they about to go up again. And you got the audacity to think we want to hear you talk about Trump and his wig, his lace front for over an hour. And you up here dissing everybody that voted for him and everything else. Hell, we mad. A lot of our people is mad at themselves for voting for you. Thank you, Angie. I would have been more entertained had he talked about his hemorrhoids and erectile dysfunction. I would have. I would have also liked to hear him address the fact that your son had you saved in his contacts is pedo. I would love for you to address that. I would like for you to address your daughter's diary where she talking about she had inappropriate showers with you. It's a whole lot of stuff I want you to address. But I don't want to hear about that monkey with a wig. We already don't like him. We don't need you to tell us not to like him. But right now we know we don't like you. That's all he talked about, Auntie Eva. I didn't hear nothing else. You like Stacey Abrams, but not Joe. I don't like her either. I don't. I think she's perfectly happy to mammy for the crew. And I'm not. And I don't like nobody that does. I want us to normalize being independent. We don't need to align ourselves with no parties when all these people are criminals and they don't like black people. Even the ones that look black, they don't like us either. Lala say he seems a little obsessed with Trumpy. He is obsessed with old Trumpy. My thing is, if you like him, say you like him and get his hair done, because that's what the other boys do when they like somebody. They get your hair done, they get your nails done, they take you on a trip. Go flew him out and stop telling us about him for over an hour. Colby Cole say Biden looking like Vincent Price. He sure did. He looked like he. Somebody get me the Thriller intro. Somebody get it for me right now. And I mean it. And send it to me on Instagram or on my email. You know the part where Vincent Price read the intro before the video? Don't act like I'm the only one remembered. Yeah, that lace front. That's all we can hear about. Literally say they are selling old food in the grocery store. Yes. I want him to address that. He ain't addressed none of that. Only thing we can hear about is Trumpy and the people that like Trumpy. Yes, Kia, that would be a very interesting conversation. I would hear that. Yes, they are disgusting. They are absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Ooh, child. Mm, I got to find it. Oh shoot. Is this the words to it, Kia? Or this you know I can't play the video. I'm a fan it. I'm a fan it because I'm gonna show y'all what he looked like in front of that red backdrop. Looking like something out of a horror movie, like he was a vampire. Was that vampire in Philly? Jackie say sounds like he's jealous of him. Why does he feel the need to talk about someone that's no longer in office? Trump is better than him at scheming. That's why he wants to continue to talk about him. Yeah, Trump good at scheming, but that's only because Trump been a criminal for his whole life. I think he came out the crib stealing. Yeah, Lily. Listen. Trump want to get flued out. If Biden like him, go and flew him out and get his hair done, get his nails fixed. You know, get him a BBL. You know what I'm saying? Put him in a video. Get him a good Instagram account, and there you go. He say, yeah, I would rather watch Candy in the game than watch that cadaver stutter for over an hour because that's exactly what happened. That is precisely what happened. Thank you, Kia. Kia got my back. I love my Kia. Lala say that's the one. He creeps me out with that like Vincent Price did in Thriller. I'm telling you, right? Because right now, y'all, what I heard yesterday is that they're saying the water situation in Jackson, Mississippi is indefinite. It's gonna stay broken indefinitely. So they don't know, they don't even have an ETA on when it's gonna be fixed. I watched bits and pieces and then I went back and got like a transcript. I Am Unique. I couldn't take it. I couldn't. It was just boring. It was like trying to watch like a geriatric evil villain. It wasn't giving. Angie said at this point, I'll vote for Trump and melt his bad lace front. You know what? If he will agree to come to the hood, let one of them girls install his lace front properly, I'll vote for him. But that's what he gonna have to do before I give him my vote. He got to come get that lace front fixed because there's too many sisters that can melt that lace properly. You know what I'm saying? It's too many sisters that sell hair. They can get him a nice wig with that HD lace. Ain't that what it's called? HD lace? Because my baby got one. And put it on right, and it'll look like it's really scalp. Okay. Now, if he agree to do that and spend some money with black folks and get his hair done properly, Trump can get my vote. Y'all got my word on that. Shanika said he should have been talking about them people in Mississippi not having water and the governor stealing money. That's right. Thank you. Right, reptilian. And it is in their blood to steal. That's why I say Trump been stealing since he came out the crib. He did. I seen his mama hair. I think he stole part of hers, and then look what happened to him. He's scared Trump can gonna take his spot, but I need him to work on what's going on now. You the president now. You say, and that chromosomal thriller over son called Barron Trump. That man, I'm not finna talk about them people cheering. You ain't gonna pull me into that. Yeah, they ran out of bottled water. How could they not, Lily? That's a big city. They need to bring water trucks. They need to really get it together. He say it doesn't have to be indefinitely if he would be so quick to send them a whole lot of money the same way he sent to Ukraine and Taiwan. Yeah, ain't gonna do that. Kids say, remember when these nuts was an actual candidate? That's who I'm gonna vote for if they're running. You know, you can always write them in. You can write them in. I don't know that I can't promise you that I will be writing in these nuts, but I can tell you that it's not out of the question. I'm gonna tell you that it's not out of the question. I'm not taking it off the table, is what I'm saying. Hey, I'm not taking it off the table at all. Lord, Auntie would say 45 stole from his mama in utero, Rosemary's baby. Probably did. Shanika said they only had 700 cases of bottled water. So what the hell did they think they was gonna do in Jackson with all them people? Y'all, this is terrible. This is truly terrible. These people ought to be ashamed of themselves. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. And I ain't kidding. But that's all right. That's just how it goes. So that's it. That's all. Let me pull this up real quick. Nacho Twins mama in the house. They're trying to work you. I know that's right. That's what they do. That's what they do. That is what they do. So hold on. Wow. Hold on. Y'all, I'm trying to pull something up real fast because I want y'all to see what this man look like. And I want y'all to know this. As quick as he said all that stuff, y'all, he turned around this morning, the very next morning, and backpedal on everything he said almost. Hey, Kobe Cole said, if the residents don't have water, imagine those in prison with no water. Oh, yeah, it's real in now. Say one drop of wig glue on Trump's scalp will rip the skin off his forehead when he go to take it off. That stuff isn't for frail clip people. You don't have to use wig glue. You could use gotta be spray. It's not real glue. You can use that got to be spray. And then they got the other one that'll like melt the lace or whatever. All you got to do is use hot water and stuff, and it'll come right off. He can't pull it off like Shinsia, but he could pull it off. And unless he get that wig properly installed, I could never. I would never, ever, ever waste my vote. If you don't think enough of black folks that you could spend some money with us to get your hair done properly, then don't look for me to vote for you. And I mean that. I mean that. Not doing it. If he want our vote, he need to act like he want it. Bring your butt down here. If Democrats like Hillary funky black people hating tail can come down there to the hood with hot sauce in her purse, acting ignorant, shucking and jiving, Trump, you could spend a couple $100 to get your wig installed properly. Right, Kia. They don't care about us. Oh yeah, they'll send it everywhere. But see, you got to look at Jackson, Mississippi has a very large black population. Where's Kanye to jump out and say that Joe Biden don't care about black people because he don't? Hey, Ray Ray all day say the way they doing these rappers in their lyrics, you may not want to write these nuts on something federal with your name on it. It's your ballot. You can write in anything you want on that ballot. Now they will get smoked if they start harassing people for what they write in on their ballot. You can't force us to vote for no corrupt person. If I want to go in there and write my left labia, it's none of their business. Hey, Miss Sparkle. Jackie say us can probably do a better job than the special citizens holding office now. Child, anybody could. Anybody could. Trump uses tape strips to hold his hair. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm tired of the tape strips because literally that thing be lifting and waving at everybody. It weigh more than the flag. Hey, DH. So anywho, let me get y'all some imagery. Let me get y'all some imagery where you can laugh at this. Because it was definitely giving Montgomery Burns. I don't understand the backdrop. I don't understand what he was smoking. I don't understand why this man was looking like this. It's so many reasons why this was a very strange choice of backdrop. Just really weird. Really, really weird. And he still looked confused. Even with the evil dictator background, he still looked confused. So let me show y'all what we saw. Lily say TikTok clears and Black said they are not voting at all, and they said they are separating from our country rules. Can you blame them? That's a conscientious move. I don't blame them. I actually applaud that. I applaud that. And I prefer that. I prefer separation from the system than continuing to participate with a system that is not for you. Shanika say Brett Favre and Governor Tater accused of taking money from welfare. I mean, that don't really bother me because there's more clear people on welfare than anybody. They got a right to rob their own people. I think they robbing the right folks this time. Kudos to them. Kudos to them. All right. I'm ready. Hold on. I had to get my lyrics right. Wait. Wait. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Oh, I mean this. I'm dead serious. I'm gonna get it. Here you go. Okay, I'm ready. Hey SFF. Hey Red Majestic Diva. And Kia said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be voting either if there isn't a candidate that aligns with making sure I'm good. And that's the attitude we need to have. Ain't no more just throwing our support behind people who tell you to eat bugs, give up your car, will burn your land if they can't just charge you out of it and starve you out of it, and then turn over all of your freedoms, your freedom of speech and everything else. Like, I'm not throwing myself behind nobody. If you're not for me, I'm not for you. I don't care. I don't care if you got my mama to vote for you. I don't care if you got my grandmama to vote for you. I don't care who voted for you. I don't care if my preacher vote for you. I'm not voting for you. If you ain't for me, I'm not for you. Hey, U.S. Army, Brett. So listen, let me let y'all see him, and then I'm gonna give him his proper intro. I'm ready. Y'all ready? Before we move on, because I told y'all I was gonna suffer through as much of it as I can, but I'm gonna give him his proper intro so y'all can see how he looked. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. Shout out to the New York Post for this imagery. And there we go. Are y'all seeing this? All right. Can I get yes? There we go. Y'all see that backdrop? Now let me read it. Okay, let me get my voice. Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. And whoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell. Yes, the foulest stenches in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. Yes, and though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the Thriller. So yes, he was giving us Thriller. If he had done the dance, if he had did the dance, I'd have been with him. If he'd have gave me the dance, the little shimmy, the little slide to the side, neck slide, shiver. You know how you shimmy your neck. If he had did that part, and then you know how they pop their shoulders up and pop their fingers. If he'd have did that real quick, I could have dug with him. I could have dug it. I could have been in there with him. Kia say this is fitting. I feel like we're living the Thriller video. We are. We are. You crying, laughing. Listen, when I seen it, it was like, it's after midnight. Man, I'm telling you, I was popping my fingers. Something evil's lurking in the dark. I was like, yeah. But he didn't do the dance. And see, I don't like when they don't commit. I don't like when they don't commit. If he'd have came with it and just, if he'd have stepped from beside that podium, you know how they pull their shoulders up and hold them hands down and stick that foot out and slide over there and wiggle that neck. If he'd have did that one time, yeah, Angie, it was creepy. I said, ooh, that's y'all president. But he didn't commit. He didn't commit. And I didn't like it. I ain't like it. I'm like, well, how you gonna come out here and give us Thriller vibes, but you don't go all the way. See, I told y'all he don't care about black people. See, if he really liked Michael Jackson, he'd have came on with it. Y'all seen Genuine did it when people went to picking at him by being stiff. Genuine went and had them people coming in with him, and he learned part of that Thriller routine, the intro. But if Joe Biden really cared about black people, while he trying to tell people who black and who not black if they don't vote for him, when he came out there to that Thriller backdrop, he'd have had the right makeup on, and he'd have did that little, the neck slide and the foot slide, and he'd have did the little finger pop. He'd have did all that, but he didn't. He didn't commit. Lala said if he tried to do the Thriller dance, his little pasty skin would have probably slid right off, and then it would have been on par with the theme note. That's the theme, la la. Kobe said, I didn't see any water in Thriller. I ain't seen no water in Thriller either, but I just feel like this was the move. This was the move, Kobe. He gave us Thriller, but he didn't give. He didn't go all the way. He was preparing for his Halloween ritual. Okay, I get it. But I just felt like he didn't go all the way, and he gave us nothing. He gave us absolutely nothing. Now you got the other clear people, honey. The girls are fighting. All the clear people talking about he the divider in chief. He ain't dividing y'all with no speech. He divided us when he decided that some of us deserve to eat and live and some of us don't. Now that's what the hell defined us. Yes, King Sankar. Hey, nephew, you talking about slide right off them decayed bones. Baby, he really could have killed it. Oh, could y'all imagine him doing the werewolf hands? Remember Michael did that to one side and the other side? Boy, if he'd have did that, man, they missed opportunities to get our vote. They missed opportunities. Black folks like to see people dance and sing and stuff. Look how y'all cooled and screamed over Obama and Bill Clinton. Kobe say Biden stops by the blood bank to get some True Blood after his speech. That did look like something out of True Blood, I swear. You about to make me go watch that whole series all over again. I love me some True Blood. I swear I do. But anyway, that's that on y'all's line, President. Okay, Egypt Nile is in the building. What's up, girl? Good to see you, sis. I love you. So listen. Baby. Lily says I'm guilty of voting for him. It's all right, sis. It was a time when I voted for those people too. And then the more informed I became, the more ridiculous I felt giving them people my vote. Yeah, hell to the no. I have not been a Democrat since I left high school, almost, like literally. I'm independent. I got enough sense to know that while Republicans hate me, y'all do too. Y'all hate my black behind too. And I'm not stupid. So no. Hey, Cha-Cha. Happy Friday. So next up, Child Hunter's emails and his account and stuff. Hey, Sensitive from NOLA. Child, I love True Blood. Sean did. Say True Blood's Lafayette was the real Uncle Clifford. He was the original. I love me some Lafayette. When the person who played his character died in real life, I cried real tears. Hey, D. Marie. Kim St. Carl said they hate us and play like they don't. That's the scary part about them. Yeah, you say scary, but that's the part that pisses me off. If you don't like me, say you don't like me. That way we got to understand it up front. I don't like you either. You know what I'm saying? We can work together if we got a common interest, if you're willing to. But I prefer you just straight up be like, hey, I don't like your black behind. That way I could tell you that the feeling is mutual and we can move on. I don't like people smiling at me when I know you planning to cut me. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't. Hey, DS. And I'm never going to like it. But back to, Mr. Rock Bottom's emails and information. So I got a copy of it. I'm going to put it in Patreon. It's a copy of one of the emails that had this particular company on it out of the Ukraine. And it's some strange and disturbing information concerning that. So let me get that now. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. So there's a company by the name. Yeah, he did. He died in real life some years back. It was very sad. Oh, girl, I don't want to go back there. I'm emotional these days. It'll break my heart. So it was a memo from Devin Archer and Devin. It was from Devin Archer, and it was sent to Vadim. Child, I can't say these people name. I'm not that smart, and I'm not finna pretend. But it reference the company by the name of Black and Viach. And I'm not saying with the B. I'm saying with a V. BNV. Okay, I'm not calling nobody no Black Biatch. I'm saying Black and Viach. Okay, now this particular company, while if you go to their website, it's not hard to get them. Let me put the spelling in the chat so that way if y'all want to go look it up, you can. Okay, so Black and Viach, I put it in the chat. This company, right? So it was a letter from Vadim, Portia, whoever. Y'all Portia, Skya, something other. Y'all know I don't speak that language. I don't. I'm not even finna pretend with you. This is from April 8th, 2014. This how long that this mess with Hunter been going on. Now, it was talking about financing, and Metal Biotics is a subcontractor for BNV. And it was talking about the fact that there's no competition and they're getting the money. So the money is coming apparently from the US government. And so when I went and looked on their website, hey, Vita from Denver, when you go take a look on the Black and Viach website, it tells you exactly who they are. They testing bio weapons. They testing all this stuff. So I'm like, yo, how long y'all been doing this stuff, man? How long y'all been doing what y'all been doing? I have questions. I'm not comfortable. I'm really not comfortable. Something is telling me that what went on with Fauci over there in Wuhan is just the tip of the iceberg. So please, be aware. Those of y'all with Patreon, I'm about to post that particular email, that memo on the Patreon. So if you want to see it, you can, because y'all know if I mess around and post, anything just on YouTube, they'll be done took my whole channel down, because you can't even speak against this political party that's in power. When they in power, they control speech and everything. When they in power, they send the FBI to have meetings with Facebook to make sure you can't say certain stuff. So please understand that so stuff like that, I'm sorry, I'm posting it in Patreon. I'm not gonna deal with them, trying to take away my freedom of speech because I'm reporting the truth. Because that's all I'm doing. I'm just reporting the truth. You got a lot of questions. You right to have questions. They use our melanin as a bioweapon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but I ain't seen the paperwork for that one yet, sis. So you know me, when I see the paperwork, then I can talk, but I ain't seen nothing yet. Not just yet. But give them a minute. That's all you got to do. Give them a minute. Okay. Hold on, I'm posting in Patreon right now. So those of y'all who want to go and take a look, you can. One second. It's a shame. I feel bad that I can't, that I can't just say what the truth is. Like, we got to go through all these back channels just to post the truth. It's ill, right? All right, so that image has been posted. Those of y'all who got Patreon, please go take a look. So, like I said, if you go to their website, you'll actually see what they do. And it's real creepy, it's real scary. These people got about $4 million, a $4 million contract, a $4 million 5-year contract from the US back in 2008. They call it biological threat reduction. So what they do is they create biological weapons, and then they turn around and say, well, we're testing them in a controlled environment. And we know what happens when it ain't controlled. It's called Carnival 19. It means that people die all over the world. So dig that. The information is there on Patreon. Those of y'all who got it. If you don't got it, it's www.patreon.com/Seanitra. Okay. Any of them real heavy receipts like that, that's where they're gonna be, because I ain't got time. Hey, Cricket 22, what's up, sis? Right, you gotta protect the brand. You gotta protect the brand. But anyway, so that's that on that. The UN is now with the China attacks. UN is publishing a report, And we talked about why these people are really mad with Russia and China. So they done published a report accusing them, saying they mistreating the Uyghur people, the Uyghur population in China. That's the Muslim population. The UN, basically, China is accusing the UN of doing America's dirty work, which I agree. Now, mind you, y'all know I reported a little bit ago that a delegation of Muslim diplomats from various countries in the Middle East travel into China to investigate for themselves to see how the Muslim citizens of the Uyghurs in China were actually being treated. All of those diplomats, including people from Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, also said that these people are not being mistreated the way that the West is representing. They're saying that there are no camps, that nobody is being, ain't no re-education camps, all this stuff. Like the things that's being said are absolutely untrue. What's up, Drea Loving Life? You up late, so you managed to catch a live. Well, I'm so glad you did. We don't get to see you that often. We're happy to have you. Jackie says, sis, I appreciate you keeping it real, telling the truth. Well, I appreciate y'all being here while I do it. So the UN, the lady from the UN put the report out. She admits that she never saw any abuse, but she reporting it. She's saying it's happening, but in her report, she admits that she never saw any abuse. She said that she went there, but she didn't see nothing happen. She viewed documents, and there were some interviews they did on Skype. I'm assuming Skype or Zoom interviews, because the interviews were not in person, and that that's what she based it on, but that she went there and she didn't see any abuse either. Then the Associated Press reported, and they said that when they went, they didn't see no camps. So a lot of them lies that they telling, it's starting to come out. Now something else was in All I Had news publication, but it was published in English. If you want to go look it up, y'all know I cite sources. So like I always say, if somebody is reporting the same stories I'm reporting, please, please, please. Right. That's what I want to know. How do you report unseen? You went there to prove or disprove the allegations. You say you didn't see it, and then you say that it actually happened after you put in your report that you never saw it. But like I was saying, the next story, and the Associated Press has it, and the next story comes from All Ahead. They posted it in English, so I'm gonna report on it. Now, like I said, when y'all hear people reporting my stories behind me, don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid to ask them what's your source, because I'm gonna make sure I always cite my sources. That way ain't no confusion. Apparently, I told y'all the International Atomic Energy Association, the IAEA inspectors, they say they're going to inspect that nuclear power plant that Russia has control over. The Ukraine, apparently, this was a couple of days ago, tried to pull a sneak attack, like they want to try to hurry up and take control over before the inspectors got there. Long story short, it didn't work. So that was interesting. I told y'all I found it real funny that they didn't want it inspected anyway. What's up, X? I see you got your crown back. Good to see you. So that's that on that, as far as the propaganda machine. But let's talk about what else is going on. So y'all remember I told y'all that Nancy Pelosi's husband went and ran and bought all that NVIDIA stock right before they went and voted to give NVIDIA that huge, was it $52 billion subsidy, right? Y'all remember that? And then remember I told y'all that he went and sold off a huge amount of his stock right before she picked up and took her behind to Taiwan. And remember I was trying to figure out, why on earth would he do that? So now we know why he did it. Y'all want to know why he did it? Because I told you it's all this insider trading. And I don't understand. If Martha Stewart can go to jail, they can go to jail too. But I guess if you work in the government, then and you happen to be, the Walking Dead, then you don't go to jail for insider trading. So now we know why her husband sold that NVIDIA stock, because he knew she was going to China. He knew that was going, not China, she was going to Taiwan. He knew that was going to provoke China. So guess what China has done? China has blocked NVIDIA from buying what they need in order to create those semiconductors. So part of what they need in order to complete their job, they actually needed to buy from China. China has now blocked them. And because China blocked them and they're not going to sell it to them, none of their companies are going to sell it to them. Guess what happened to that NVIDIA stock? It tanked. Oh, yes, it tanked. And he knew it was gonna tank because he knew his wife was going over there because she trying to get in on that deal with Intel. She trying to get on that deal with Intel and that Taiwanese company. But we're gonna see how that works out. So when she made that, before she made that move, that's why Paul Pelosi sold all his stock. Okay. And because he sold that stock, they're estimating that he saved around $2 million. So he saved $2 million by selling ahead of time. Okay. So now we know. Now we know more insider trading from y'all's elected officials. Well, her husband knew she was about to anger China. That's why he sold off his NVIDIA stock, because he knew that China was not going to sell them those parts that they need to complete them semiconductors or whatever it is they needed. So he sold his stock because he knew it was about to plummet, because he knew what his wife was getting ready to do. Yep, that's exactly what it's called. Yeah, insider trading. And she up there lying talking about, oh, I do what I do, but I don't tell my husband any of the information that we gonna be voting on. You telling him everything, ma'am. You are not professional at all. You claimed that this was a trip that was official. You were going in your official capacity, but you forgot to mention that you was bringing your son, Paul Pelosi Jr., with you. Why would you bring your kid? Was this bring your kid to work day, Nancy? Is that what it was, Nancy? With your trifling self. Trifling. Just trifling. That's all right though. They do what they do because we don't pay attention, and they're accustomed to us not paying attention. Okay. Ooh, child. Oh, and them inspectors, they saying that today's update is that the inspectors have arrived. So this is gonna be interesting. And I think that's the most interesting thing we have for today. Real quick. Ooh, child. And y'all need to know this. Tell me why they saying 1,500 pounds of the cocaine was caught at the border, hidden in a shipment of baby wipes. So we can't get no formula, but y'all gonna hide the cocaine in baby wipes and slip across the border. No, down there at the Laredo border, child. That's a hot mess. A hot mess. So that's interesting. Very interesting. And then one more thing that I want to cover with y'all before we get into the funny papers and start talking about Aries and Tiffany and the rest of the mess. Okay. Who you saying Nancy Pelosi looked like a pug? You cold-blooded, dear. So we got a problem. Some of y'all do. I barely wore a mask. If you was walking around wearing a mask most of the time, put a 1 in the chat. I'm just curious. Right. There you go, Lily. It's election time, so they busting their own smugglers. You know they don't mind turning on their own crew. Hey, Lisa Lee. Put a 1 in the chat if you was running around wearing masks all the time. Patricia, you was wearing the mask? Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it if you was. I just want to let you know what they're saying now, because now things are changing. Okay, so it's quite a few of y'all wearing masks. Okay. So you got a right to know. You have a right to know. Hey, Sunshine Brown, what's up, boo? You was wearing yours too? Okay. All right. You only wore one when you had to. That was me. And then I usually did cloth for the most part. So let me tell y'all what's going on. We got to have a little talk because this is a new study. They saying that a lot of the masks that y'all was wearing. Yep, Dora, you said you were RN, you had to. I understand, girl. You was making your coin. Hey, Nisa Rose. Okay. So listen, there's a new study, and they saying that the mask, a lot of them contain titanium dioxide. Okay, now that's, you don't want to be breathing it in. It's a suspected carcinogen. For those of you who are unfamiliar, hey Tyler Net, what's up, boo? For those of you who are unfamiliar with the term carcinogen, anything that is carcinogenic means that it has cancer causing abilities or it is a cancer causing agent. It is a suspected carcinogen, so it's not guaranteed, but they suspect that it can be or is carcinogenic. Okay. Now, this study was published in Scientific Reports. Again, when I tell you something, I'm going to state my sources. Anybody you hear repeating my info, ask them for their sources. Okay. So, this study was published in Scientific Reports, and it says that it's present in 70% of the face masks that are found for sale for consumers to use as Carnival 19 masks. What's worse is that this titanium dioxide, that's a chemical that is unregulated. Okay. Now, they're not saying one way or another, but they're saying it's present in the 70%. It's a suspected carcinogen. It observed that the particles were present in most consumer use masks. They warned of the fact that you could have possible future consequences caused by a poorly regulated use of nanotechnology in textiles. Now, in the animal experiments, the toxic effects were reported when these particles were inhaled. I'm just saying, people have been putting them things on, wearing them religiously for almost 2 years. So, it is what it is. Y'all know me. I don't mean no harm. I just got to tell you what I found out, especially if I know it affects my folks. Kids say I had the mask from when my mother was on dialysis. She had to wear one when setting up her home dialysis procedures. I never wore the ones they sold online or gave away. That might be a good thing. DS say I told him it's hard for me to breathe with that mask on, right? Say you suspected that report was coming. Yeah, me too. That's why I don't comply. Like, I'm a real Floridian. I don't comply with many things. I'm naturally rebellious. I don't believe anything the government says. I'm against all of them. Say OMG, and they were giving the mask out at schools. They were. They don't care nothing about our children. It is messed up, but ain't nothing I can do. Yeah, thank God some people did wear cloth. I mean, it wasn't gonna do nothing, but if you had to wear something, it's better you put cloth on your face than to be breathing in titanium dioxide. I don't think that's what you need to do. The paper mask, Auntie Eva, the paper mask that everybody was using. Cheryl Thomas Hughes said I knew something was to the mask wearing. That crap was messing with my skin, and I stopped after I got the jab, and it wasn't a requirement at my job anymore. Yeah, I didn't take the jab either because now the truth coming out about that. Hey, you say what now? All that mess that went on during the pandemic, jab included. Now the information is out. It's thanks to the Freedom of Information Act. Y'all can go pull up all that paperwork from Pfizer. You can also go pull up all the paperwork concerning the FDA and the fact that they were forced to not say certain things about the side effects. And you can now go pull up information on all the people who ended up with blood clots, bleeding irregularities, and all those other colorful things as a result of the jab. And I would suggest you do so, especially if you took it. Kia say, can you post a report on Patreon, please? I will be more than happy to do so, sis. Thank you. Lily say, yes, those masks broke my face out. Oh, yeah. I didn't hardly put that crap on. Like, I very seldom did. And I'm not a Trump supporter, but that's the way they were spinning it in the news. If you don't want to wear a mask, you support Trump. I ain't never liked him. Even before he went into politics, I never liked him. So, that's why I say stuff is just real fake. Real fake. But anyway, that's it for the news and the update. Sorry about the information with the mask. It ain't my fault, y'all. That's just what it was. That's just what it was. I don't have no power over that. I ain't had no power over that. Mm. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I saw another study that I'm not going to report because that one's just bleak. Okay. All right. What I'm going to do is, Kia, I'm going to link I'm going to post a link to that study in Patreon, okay? That way, all you got to do is hit the link and then you can do your thing. Okay. All right. Look, King St. Car say, you mean it's not your fault? Yeah, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's really not my fault. I'm only reporting what happened. Cheryl said, yeah, I should check out the report. Thanks for sharing. I don't mind. No problem. I'm happy to do it. So can we get to the funny papers? Are y'all ready to laugh at these funny papers? Because I am. I hope y'all are ready to laugh because I got some laughs for your butts. Okay. And I got some strange stuff too. Well, let's do the strange so we can laugh later. Okay. We're gonna laugh later. But let's talk about Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears real quick. Kima, I love you. Hey, boo, happy Friday. Y'all have to forgive me. You know, I'm always excited when my folks from Ocala are in the chat. I know that's right. How you doing? It's good to see you. Lord, Cheryl said, make me laugh now, not before we get to Aries and Tiffany. No, no. Oh, no, honey. We ain't doing none of that. We talking about them first. So the allegations, I first heard them yesterday. I think it was first reported by someone by the name of Nick Ritchie. Nick Ritchie is the first person that reported on this story about Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish. Okay. So I had to go to Nick Ritchie's page to try to get what the story was. I was like, well, what is this? You know, what this be back? So anyway, let me pull up his page on Instagram. Shout out to Nick Ritchie. I don't know this person, but this is the first person who reported on it. I like to give people, you know, their credit when if you literally broke a story, then I'm gonna let you break a story, honey. This person is I guess a blogger, I'm assuming. But yeah, he got the story and he had all the details, and that's where we're gonna go so we can read it together. Okay. So y'all get ready. We finna share the screen and we finna go. Okay. Say people do all kind of stuff for fame and fortune, but I pray it's not true. Me either. I hope it ain't. Oh, my love, my love. So I saw the video where part of it is disgusting, especially with them playing R. Kelly in the background. Yeah, okay. Hey, Sunny Sunshine, what a beautiful smile. Say, girl, I've been praying for you and dipping in and out of your channel. You stay blessed, queen, and keep being a blessing. Your flowers. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm sending love right back. Your smile is amazing. Cheryl said, Lord, I was trying to speed read that article about Tiffany and Aries, but I'll finish afterwards. Don't worry, because we're going to pull it up right now and see exactly what's going on. Wait a minute. Kia said, child, I don't even see how they thought that was funny, even back in the day. Just sick. Exactly. It wasn't funny. It wasn't. But we're going to talk about them unfunny people in just a minute. Y'all, let's share the screen. Let's share the screen. Let's get into this thing. All right. Because I don't want to play that video. That make me uncomfortable. But we're going to read the info. All right. So we in here. We in here. Okay. So these are the details. It was first, like I said, right on August 30th is about when the story broke by this person, Nick Ritchie. I don't know who this gentleman is. I don't have his information, but this is who first brought the info out. Now, the truth of the matter is, do we know whether this person has an agenda? I do find it interesting. I do find it interesting that this came out right after he was getting dragged royally on social media for attacking Lizzo verbally. So, you know, take that into account, take it for what it's worth. Do we know that, you know, this person is telling the truth? I don't know, but we're gonna judge it together. Okay, we're gonna judge it together. All right, 1 second. All right. All right. All right. All right. Kia, that report on the Carnival 19 mask with the titanium dioxide that has been posted on Patreon if you want to go grab it. So now y'all, let's take a look at this. Let's see what's being said, okay? All right. So this is what's being said. This is what it is. So what they're saying is, he said his facts team, I guess the people who fact checked it. He says, one, Tiffany Haddish picked up Jane Doe, the minor, on the date of the shoot in her car, the shoot for this video. Put the top down and grabbed lunch to calm the minor's nerves. Two, once at the studio, it was dark enough that the minor could not make out anyone's face. Three, a video began playing in the recording studio of an older man and a college-age woman arguing over a subway. Four, the video continued with the older man and college-age. Let me go to the next slide. College-age woman eating, similar to the Lady and the Tramp, however, grotesquely shoving as much sandwich as they could into their mouths and getting toward each other's respective mouths. You know how the dog slurping the spaghetti in Lady and the Tramp. Okay. Then the two were moaning and making sexual noises as they both ate the sandwich in a manner that simulated the act of fellatio. So wanted them to act like they was playing karaoke. Why you would be telling a child to do that, I don't know. Right? 5, Aries Spears told the minor that he wanted her to mimic what she had seen on the screen, including the noises, precisely like what she heard throughout the video. So he wanted her to act like she was doing karaoke. This is disturbing as hell. 6, the minor, nervous and disgusted, didn't say anything until Tiffany Haddish came into the room next to her and sat down. Tiffany Haddish verbally explained what was expected of the minor and then showed the minor how to give fillet. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Including movements, noises, moaning. Ugh. So this person says, it keeps going, but I feel sick. I'll share more later after I reach out to Kevin Hart and see what he thinks. It's going to be tough to use the comedy card on this one. I agree. Ain't no comedy card because ain't nothing funny about that. Ain't nothing funny about that. I'm a whole mother, and I can bet you I didn't find nothing funny about nothing I just read. Hey, Vet, how you doing? But yeah, this is disgusting. Like, if this is true, that is totally disgusting. Auntie Eva says, I heard about it. I also saw a skit those two did with him portraying Cosby and Tiff portraying Felicia. It was made about the same time. Yeah, I don't really care about that. They grown. My issue is you involving children. So I never thought Tiffany was funny because she not. I always thought she was weird. Aries is weird too. If you watch Def Comedy Jam with him on there, he's disgusting. Talking about people not washing hands after boo-booing. Yeah, he's just he's a gross, disgusting crap stain of a person. Very sick. Them details is too much. And the fact that her as a woman came and sat down to calm the child and coerce or encourage or cajole this kid into this behavior. Right. Thank you, Nacho Twins Mama. This wrong on every level. Kima say, oh, hell no. That's nasty AF. It is. Kobe, that's what I tried to like imagine. Aries, big funky Spears up there moaning and groaning. Now I'm sure he got a little experience puffing on Peter, but that don't mean that a child need to see you trying to show them how to moan and groan and puff on Peter. It's not necessary. That was just so unnecessary. Yes, it is very, very sick. I'm not watching that video. I'm just telling y'all that now. If y'all thought I was going to watch the video, Nitra is not watching the video. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Very disgusting. DS say sound like Tiffany's non-existent career is over and Mr. Clump should crawl back under the boulder he came from. Show should. And they do need to go to jail. I don't know how that would be appropriate at all. Lily say can be a ring of truth to it. Next they'll say you crazy for mentioning it. That girl will carry that trauma into her adulthood. I'm living proof, but I learned to keep going in prayer. Right. Absolutely. Beyond disturbing. Say protect your children at all costs. This is so sick. I can't. Big says, yeah, don't watch it. I can only get through 2 minutes of it. Yeah, I been got mad. Like that kind of stuff makes me angry. And y'all know me and my hands, we got problems. Me and my hands have a very controversial relationship. So I don't need to be upset. Quiet Storm say, well, if she did, her bragging on what she did to Chingy is even more cringe than it was before. I was cringing at the time. I was trying to figure out how this woman had a career after admitting that she sexually assaulted a person. Because that's what she did when it came to Chingy. She admitted to sexual assault, and everybody acted like it was cool and ain't nothing happened. Right, sick and disturbing on every level. Yeah, I was never no fan of hers. Ever. Kobe said, I gotta keep Lizzo name out my mouth. Yeah, if you got any dirt, people gonna dig it up, apparently. DS said, I can't watch anything like that. It's disgusting. Yeah, we had to go on and cover that. I don't know. I don't know about this. Like I can say, I'm real funny, even though I feel like is it possible? Yes, especially when Tiffany Haddish is the type of person who has already admitted to committing an assault on someone. She admitted to it. Like she literally bragged about assaulting Chingy. Why she thought that was something to brag on, I don't know. That you waited till he was inebriated, he didn't even know what you were doing to him, and you committed a sex act, ma'am, that is a crime. And the fact that she bragged on it and she didn't see nothing wrong with it, I'm sure someone as depraved as her, as degenerate as her, might think it was perfectly okay to try to coerce a minor child into imitating the act of fellatio. It's very possible. She's a very disgusting person. She's very disgusting and very unfunny. Very unfunny. Now, let's talk about unfunny people. Y'all don't mind, do you? We got I don't want to be dramatic and say an epidemic, but I would say we have quite a few unfunny Negroes and Negresses who call themselves comedians, unleash themselves on the world, and we always finding these strange stories after the fact. Okay, now let's go down the line, shall we? Let's go down the line. You got Aries Spears, ain't never been funny, even on Mad TV. He was not funny. No, he wasn't. And I love Mad TV. Okay, Miss Swan was my girl. She looking like a man. He looking like a man. Okay. Love Miss Swan. I love Stewart. Look what I can do. I love what's the girl? Shanita, Bonquisha, LaQuifa Jackson. I love all the foolishness on Mad TV. When Aries Spears got on Mad TV, he was never freaking funny. Kid says it's an epidemic. Well, all right. Well, sis called it then. Sis called it. Tiffany is not a mother. She obviously has no maternal instincts to allow this to happen. Right. And she's predatory as hell. So I'm sure she thought it was cool. Yes, not Tiffany, the unfunny comedian. Yeah, not cute at all. Not cute at all. He's about as cute as someone taking a defecation in the backyard. Hey, Bed-Stuy BK, what's up? You must say Tiffany Haddish been unfunny for a long time, just like Kevin Hart. Right. Yeah, Miss Swan, Stewart, Lorraine. Oh, I love Lorraine. Yes. It was lots of funny characters. It was just that Aries Spears wasn't one of them. He like a catfish, a bloated catfish. Straight up, straight up. So dig now. Hey, Patricia Joaquin. What's up, Miss Temple? So anyway, you got him. He's not funny. You got Tiffany Haddish, who has never been funny. Not from the very first time they introduced us to this strange looking heifer. She's never been funny. The funniest thing she ever did was to check that clear woman on that red carpet who called her designer label a costume. That was the funniest thing she's ever done in her entire life, other than leaving a stage. That's the most entertainment I've ever seen her provide. Let's be completely honest about it. Tiffany Haddish got famous because Tiffany Haddish was willing to mammy, shuck, and jive, play into every stereotype that clear people wanted to see black people do, and so they gave her opportunities that they would have never given another black comedian who was actually talented, who was actually a relevant talent. She got pushed into the forefront because she was willing to shuck and jive and play mammy. Any stereotype y'all got, Master Eyes will do it. Miss Emma once said he could never carry a skit by himself. He always needed Deborah Wilson to carry the segment. Yes, he needed somebody. Yeah, she's just vulgar. And there's nothing entertaining about your vulgarity. It's never been entertaining. Oh, y'all, please hit the like button. Angel said we need 42 likes. Man, don't y'all do me like that. Come on. Hit the thumbs up for you, girl. Help me out. You know they be trying to make me go away because I be talking too much. She can read a script. That's all. Deborah Harris say too many bought into the lie that expletive strung together is funny. It works for those who have serious messes with their comedy. Nah, it ain't even just that, sis. I dig what you're saying. But the issue is this. That girl didn't even just come out and string a bunch of expletives. What she did was mammy, shuck, and jive. Everything that black women have fought so hard not to be seen as, even the respectability politics people. Tiffany Haddish came out and said, hey, Mr. Clearman, sir, if you need somebody to play into your stereotypes, I will do it, boss. I do it. I do it, boss. Yes, insulting the black people, but I do it, boss. That's how she came up. So now let's move on. Like we said, Elvis Spears, he's never been funny. The only thing he can do is impersonations. Impersonating people is not comedy. It's a talent. I don't know what it's gonna do for you unless you're trying to like run a con or something. Like I've never found impersonations funny. It ain't. It's just not. Right. Being raunchy and screaming like a wild banshee does not a comedian make. But you know what it does make? It makes the sapphire trope. If you are not familiar with the sapphire trope as it pertains to black women, Google it and tell me if that ain't Tiffany Haddish. Miss Emma once said, and when Cat Williams called him out on it during that infamous interview at V103, they wanted to read him when he said Tiffany wasn't funny and she's been doing stand-up since she was 16. Yeah, they was mad at Cat Williams, but Cat Williams told nothing but the unadulterated, uncut, what the Lord loved truth. That's all he did was tell the truth. And they've been trying to paint that man as crazy because he will go and tell the truth. Now, I ain't saying he ain't a little bit crazy because he was looking real crazy after that little kid beat him up. But Cat was telling the truth about that and a whole lot of other things. Kobe Cole said, remember Tiffany brought fried chicken in a bag to the Met Gala and handed it to clear people. Yes, that's what I'm saying. A lot of us have been the silent minority who've been saying from the beginning, this girl is problematic. She is self-hating. She's definitely a raccoonish American. She definitely shucks and jives. She definitely plays Mammy and Sapphire real good. Real tacky, real trashy. So I'm not surprised at nothing. But these unfunny comedians, if you check them, they're always aligned with some problematic behavior. Let's take Kevin Hart, for example. Let's take him. We don't want to take him, but let's pick him up. You know, he's the size of your grandmama's knickknacks. Let's take Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart ain't funny worth a darn. He started off as funny, and then we find out he was only funny in the beginning because his wife, Tori, was writing his material. Ever since he left his wife, Tori, for Enchilada or Empanada, whatever the hell that girl name is, this nigga wasn't funny worth a darn. So once he wasn't funny, what did he do? He started making real colorist statements about black women and everything else to distract from the fact that you ain't got the talent they say you got, sir. You decent as an actor, but a comedian you're not. Funny looking does not a comedian make. Sorry, not sorry. So let's move right on to Chris Rock, who ain't never been nothing but funny looking. The only thing he ever did successful was playing crackhead. And I told y'all the other day, That ain't comedy. That's authenticity. That's because you look like a crackhead. That's because you got crackhead tendencies. You probably got crack in your family. And if them clear folks didn't see you and you fit every stereotype they like, you probably would have been on crack. Hell, they probably had a crack pipe reserved with your name on it, an engraved stem. That's the only thing he's ever done successfully was play a crackhead. And ain't never been funny. You say he's a dry comedian. Girl, dry as graham crackers and Melba toast. Dry as oatmeal sans water. And yet, clear people pushed him to the front, promoted him, and made sure that he made money because they wanted to put that image out front. Hey, niggas, this is how we see you. This is how we want you to present yourself. Them clear people promote who they want to promote, who furthers their agenda. These unfunny comedians are problematic. Okay. That's why he pulled that bull crap. CB4 had you laughing. Yeah, but he wasn't funny. I always see Pookie when I see Chris Rock. That's all I see when I see Chris Rock. It's a crackhead. Auntie Eva said, I love when you get going. I'm just saying, I'm just going down the line of unfunny comedians. Okay? Simple, right, Kobe? So then he turned around and he sat up there attacking Jada about her alopecia. Again, not the first time, but the second time. First time he did it, the lady wasn't even in the room. So while her name came up, still beyond me. The next time she wasn't there as one of the people that was nominated. There was no reason to say her name whatsoever. You could have talked about her husband, anybody in that room. You talked about that lady, you got popped. Now we got to hear about this slap forever and ever and ever. Because why? You still ain't funny. That Negro slapped you all upside your head. He reached all the way down to Immokalee, Florida. Came up out of the bushes down up through Alligator Alley, the Tamiami Trail, Clewiston, all that just came all the way through. Knocked hell at you and still couldn't knock your funny on. You still not funny. That's why you still sitting up there telling jokes that ain't funny. And when they don't land, you back to talking about this slap. So then now he's been joined by another unfunny Negro, Dave Chappelle. And I know that's an unpopular opinion because for whatever reason, y'all cape for Dave Chappelle real hard. But let me tell you something. I've been hearing that man for a whole lot of years and he ain't never so much as made me chuckle. He never made me hiccup, chuckle, smile, chortle, any of those things. None of the things, hon. None of the things. None of. They promoted him. They allowed him to get to the front because he was just another Negro that was willing to shuck and jive for the establishment. That's why they were so pissed off and confused when he would not agree to put on a dress. I mean, it's cool if you like him, but I almost called him what it was. The Negro ain't funny. Yes, not your twins, mama. I said chortle. And Dave Chappelle put me to sleep too. Dave Chappelle is as dry as a sandy vagina. There's nothing, can't nobody quote one joke for me that Dave Chappelle told that was pound for pound just funny. Never. Ever. Ever. Since he been there. Ever. Colby said, remember when Miss Seeley snuck and read that letter and Mr. Carter? That's how Chris got slapped. You so silly. Not like that. Cheryl say you right about these comedians today. They not funny. They appeasing the clear people at African Americans' expense. Yeah, that's it, y'all. I'm not an African American. I'm black. You can call me an African. You can call me a NIGGA, but don't call me no African American. I ain't none of that. Lala say the funniest thing about Dave Chappelle was Charlie Murphy. Right, Charlie Murphy was funny. Right, yeah, Cat's hilarious. Cat is hilarious. Yes. That's how dry he's as dry as a sandy vagina. That's exactly how dry he is. DS say, I never thought Dave Chappelle was funny either. I thought I was alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. It's just once a lot of people start calling somebody funny, everybody feel pressured to pretend like they think he's funny too. Don't feel pressure. Ain't no peer pressure on this porch. That Negro ain't funny. So he done joined up with Chris Rock. Now they still not, I guess now both of them gonna get together. And let's talk about the slap together because hell, you ain't funny, Chris. And long as you keep talking about the slap, they keep booking you. So let me join you, and I'm gonna talk about the slap too. Now it ain't worth a darn, but you know, hey, it's working for you, and I ain't got no material. Kids say Dominique, Cat, Lavelle Crawford on my face. Yeah, Lavelle Crawford's funny. Lunell is funny. There's a lot of funny comedians out there. Now let's be real. Yes. She said, "Oh Lord, Sandy for JJ." Yes. Lily said, "I'm black." People always want to say I'm mixed with something else. I tell them I'm black. That's right, black mixed with black with a side of black with a large black light ice. All that black, bliggity black. Okay. Quiet Storm said, "I'm glad you said that, Seanitra. I was beginning to think I was the only person that despised being called African American. I am black." Thank you. Extremely black. If you find somebody blacker than me, run. That Negro is probably a black hole. You probably about to get consumed. Yeah, Linnell is funny as hell. They eating and typing is hard. Girl, I ain't mad at you. You know, I can kind of, translate. Anytime I can, I tell y'all I can't translate it. So anyway, they done teamed up. Now he gonna talk about the slap with Chris Rock. So it's like, okay, y'all, both of y'all unfunny. Let's just get together and talk about a slap. Well, here's the problem. Why y'all getting together talking about a slap because you ain't got no comedy? Will Smith ain't no comedian. Ain't nobody never asked him to be funny. All he gonna do is act in them roles. Will Smith figured out here rapping wasn't even for him. He left that alone. He went ahead and just said, "Let me just act in these Clear People movies, cash these checks, go home to my wife and these strange acting children and mind my business." And that's all we've seen him doing. We don't see him get involved with nothing but nothing. Nisa said, "I can never sit through a Dave Chappelle show. His show is only good for sleep deprivation." That's about it. That's about it. He will say, "For y'all that ain't familiar with Dominique, watch her special on Amazon Prime." Oh yeah, she's funny. She is. Yeah, black on black in black. That's right, Deborah Harris. That's exactly the shade of black I am. I'm that shade of black. I promise you. I'm black at all four corners. All my grandparents, all my great grandparents, we all good and black. Just extra black. It's a beautiful thing. I tell you, it's a beautiful thing. So, anywho, these two clowns get together, and what they gonna do is talk about the slap. And so Dave Chappelle has something stupid to say because if it's Dave Chappelle, if he ain't saying something stupid, you won't know it's him. That's how you know it's him. So, mind you, Will Smith ain't did nothing to Dave Chappelle. He ain't called his name all day. This fool talking about well that attacking Chris Rock was a strange choice for the King Richard actor to make. And Will did the impression of a perfect person for 30 years. And he ripped his mask off and showed us he was as ugly as the rest of us. He continued, "Whatever the consequences are, I hope he doesn't put his mask back on and lets his real face breathe. I see myself in both men." Well, let's talk about what's wrong with that statement. Do you mind? Do you mind if we talk about that just for a little bit? Let's talk about it for a little bit. First of all, now we see why you mad with him, because you felt like he was doing an impersonation of a perfect person. That don't mean that you really felt like he did an impersonation of a perfect person. You know what I got from that? Mr. Looks like Chuck E. Cheese, because y'all ain't gonna tell me he don't look like Winslow from Cat Dog or that rat from Chuck E. Cheese. Not believe it. He sat up there with his rat looking tail talking about this man did an impersonation of a perfect person for 30 years. What that means is, hey, Dr. J, that you sat up there and watched this man for 30 years and you secretly resented him and you had bitterness and hatred toward this man because there was no scandal on him. There was no dirt on him. So what you perceived as perfection is what pissed you off. Okay? The fact that he was living clean and wasn't no dirt on him, he wasn't out there promoting smoking reefer, he wasn't getting high. You didn't see 20 baby mamas come out the bushes like Nick the dirty stick cannon. So because ain't no dirt on him and he's not promoting, nigger-nanigans. He was pretending to be perfect for 30 years. I didn't see that. I just saw a real square black dude that do movies. That's all I saw. Hey, Dr. J, say his last special was weird because he's weird. Michael Anderson, how much longer you on here? Because I gotta join back, gotta make my child some food. Baby, go fix the baby some food. We got a little bit, and then I'm gonna be back live in about 30 minutes to talk about RHOA. So even if you miss it, I'm gonna still be here. That's what it came down to. Ain't that what it sounded like? You watched this man life and you was pissed off because he didn't go and disgrace himself with a bunch of scandal and dirt that most of you dusty Negroes try to normalize as just being a black man. That's not normal. A lot of black men ain't dusty and dirty and full of scandal. But because he didn't participate in that for 30 years in your mind, he pretended that he was he was perfect. Circles right back. I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused. Y'all know I can normally translate, but that one you gotta lost me. You might have to write it different or write it again or something. But anyway, so that's that. And then he said he ripped his mask off and showed us he was as ugly as the rest of us. At the end of the day, that's why y'all reacted the way you did, because you wanted the world to see him as ugly. I didn't see no mask get ripped off. I feel like people can be nice people and nice people can be provoked. I think he still shows up as a nice person, overly nice to the point that he makes me slightly uncomfortable because I'm not that nice. And then the nice person got frustrated and showed you what happens when even nice people get frustrated. Then he says, whatever the consequences are, I hope he don't put his mask back on and lets his real face breathe. You see yourself in both men. First of all, I hope that man is himself. I hope he never has. Dr. J 1913, thank you so much for the cash out. I got some margarita money. Ow. I love my sis. She be looking out for me. I'm still coming to hate you if we got to run to your house. Don't forget to send me your info. Don't fool me. But it's the idea of it's these dusting people, especially these unfunny comedians, they want to be able to pressure other people into acting like them. And if I can't pressure you into acting like me, then you're being fake. How about him acting like you would be fake? Will ain't never gave us dirty, dingy, trying to be something he's not, ghetto vibes. Never gave us that, Dave Chappelle. That's what you give us. That's what you give us. He don't have to do that. He can be himself. King St. Carl say just because you don't have the capacity doesn't mean someone is pretending. Bingo, Yahtzee, Uno, we got a winner. So anyway, then this part right here, this the part that took me all the way out. Okay, it took me to the water. Take me to the water. This one took me to the water, okay? He said, I see myself in both men. The lies you tell. I ain't never seen you walk up and square up on nobody. I ain't never heard about you squabbling with nobody. I don't even know if you got hands. Cut it out. And you definitely ain't never saw yourself in nobody decent, upstanding, respectable, maintaining the family, and keeping dirt off his name. You ain't never saw yourself in that, Dave Chappelle. That's why you're mad. That's why you're mad. You ain't see yourself in that man. You saw yourself in Stevie J. You saw yourself in Flavor Flav. You saw yourself in Chuck E. Cheese. You saw yourself in that rat that went viral at that deli up there in New York. You saw yourself in them rats that was in the Popeye kitchen. Hell, you probably even saw yourself, in a couple of horror pictures, but you surely didn't see yourself. Will Smith. Stop it. Will Smith is a straight error. He always has been. Cut the crap, sir. Absolutely not. So now you got two unfunny Negroes sitting up, teaming up together. Voltron Force activate. We ain't got no material. We ain't funny. People starting to figure it out. Let's talk about this same lame slap. I wish in my heart of hearts that it was not Will Smith that slapped Chris Rock. I wish Suge Knight had slapped him before he went to prison. That would have made my whole life. Lala say Dave knows he is too frail. If he tried to dust the dirt off his shoulder, he'd break it in half. Probably would fracture it. Probably would. I'm just saying, we could talk about a lot of stuff Dave Chappelle might see himself in, but that ain't it. Ain't the case. Say they mad he's been in such an exceptionally good man. One mistake, these fools have the nerve. Will Smith will be okay. Sure will, and that's why they mad. So you say Dave ain't wrapped too tight. Is that the excuse for it? I'm just saying. They just saw a moneymaker, just a moneymaker, but most people are over it. Move on, Chris and Dave. We have. Right. Oh, if Mike Tyson had slapped him, that would have, let me tell you something. That would have tickled my soul. I would have wrote a whole a whole poem, a sonnet. I would have written an epic, an opus, if we could have got Mike Tyson to slap the fire to Chris Rock. That would have made my soul happy. On the inside, deep down. Say they mad Will's 35 million offer for his next project. Yeah, on Apple TV. That's what they mad about. They was praying he would get canceled. And it's like, oh my God, if you don't get canceled, can we just pressure you into being a dusty, useless, worthless piece of crap man like the rest of us? Can you just be that, please? I know. Did you watch his cartoon when it was on Cartoon Network, the Mike Tyson Mysteries? Because I loved it. I loved it. I love Mike Tyson. Like that's my dog. Only thing he did to threw me off was biting off that dude, trying to bite off that dude ear. I ain't really like that. And he was running around talking about eating children and stuff. Once he stopped that, I was right back on his team. I think he was going through something. So it would have been epic if Mike bit off another ear. Ooh, I don't want Mike to bite him. He might get something. So and it was us that wanted him. You wanted his cancer to just stick? Huh? You might have to retype that. I couldn't figure it out. Right. Blockbuster movie maker. That's the issue. Right. Yes, Lala. I would write a whole sonnet. I would. I'd be able to be just like Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'll write a song for you. I'm telling you, that would have just sweetened my heart. Say he wouldn't have survived, Seanitra. No, no, not after Mike the Tyson. Listen, he would have survived. We could have held prayer service for him and everything. Yeah, can you do like Mike Tyson? What she did back in the day when he bought her that house? She liked him then. Hell, I'd have liked him too. Catherine say, Lord, if Mike would have done it, we would still be looking for Chris T. And wouldn't that be wonderful? Say, but the Mike Tyson today, he talks intelligent. He's not so crazy anymore, but he's still strong. He is still strong. And I believe in my heart, if we could get Mike to do that, that would make up for the year that we have had. Oh, Mike Tyson is hilarious. Kobe say Chris like will slap me and I got a promotion. 35 million. I know that hurts. Oh, Chris is like will slap me and got a promotion. Yeah, that had to hurt, but you a clown. And I just feel like he should have got an extra 5 million on top of that for doing what the rest of us been wanted to do. Say if Mike Tyson clapped Chris Rock, he would have broke his jaw. Wouldn't that be wonderful? He can't talk if his jaw broke. Mike was hilarious in the movie Meet the Blacks. Listen, he was hilarious. Remember what was that movie? Y'all, what was that movie with the Clear Boys? Bachelor, what was the thing? They was doing the bachelor party and they was over in Thailand. What was the name of that movie, y'all? Because I don't remember the name of that movie. But Mike was in that movie. They went over there to Thailand and Mike Tyson was over there and it was all bachelors. It was like before the wedding. What was that movie called? Say, forgive me, I'm driving. I was trying to use audio text. I was saying it was a lot of us that wanted Will cancer. Yeah, it was a lot of black people that wanted that man cancer. The Hangover. That's the movie. Mike Tyson had me screaming, hollering, real tears in The Hangover. He is funny. And he was on social media just a little bit ago. He had on a bee suit dancing around. He is nuts. I love Mike Tyson. Yes, Will did the work of the Lord. Instead of trying to cancel them, they should have passed the collection plate. The Hangover. Yes, I love that movie. I love that movie. That thing just, it did something special for me. Now, before we go, we got to give a shout out to Blac Chyna. We got to give a shout out to Blac Chyna, honey. Blac Chyna is the top earner on the OnlyFans. Yes, on the Bend It Over, Bust It Over Naked channel. OnlyFans. She's the top earner. I don't even know whether that come with a trophy or if the trophy is clean. But that's what it come with. You know, she won whatever it come with. Okay, she is the top earner. They say this lady making an estimated $20 million per month. Now that is not for none of us to jump on the OnlyFans and bend over, bust it over naked and try to make no money, because chances are you ain't gonna get no $20 million a month. And the last thing you want is for them videos and pictures and stuff to get out. There's some people went to do the OnlyFans, thought they was gonna get rich quick, and all they got was embarrassed because people went to sharing them videos. So now don't y'all try that. You know, shout out to Blac Chyna, but y'all leave that for Blac Chyna. And I ain't clowning nobody. I'm talking about myself included. You ain't got to worry about me carrying all this meat and putting it on the OnlyFans. But shout out to Blac Chyna for being a top earner on that entire platform. Lily say Chyna is a pretty girl in person, and she was nice. No OnlyFans for me. That's right. She does seem like a very nice girl. Yeah, they stole his tiger. That's right. He'll say, well, Linnell doing feet shows on OnlyFans. Well, don't show them foots, Linnell. If you can get somebody showing them foots, girl, show them foots. That's right. Congrats to Blac Chyna. You know, I ain't encouraging nobody else to do that, but at least she went and got her money. You say they shut it down if you went and put yourself on there. Probably me too. More than likely. But we're not gonna test that theory, sis. We're not testing that theory. But yeah, shout out to her. And real quick before we go, I need like a hot 35, 40 minutes. And we're gonna come back because we got to talk about this RHOA trailer. Because it was some stuff that was problematic. Bravo did some stuff I ain't like. Todd did some stuff I ain't like. And me, myself personally, and I know that's a lot of ignorance in one sentence. However, we got to talk about it because I need y'all to talk me down off the ledge. I don't like what I saw. I don't like what I saw at all. And there was some stuff said that I already said. And this ought to be good. This ought to be good. I mean, real good. But you know, give me a few. But this real quick before we go. This important. This is important. Okay? I think it's important. What you say? You say, I know you're going to crack us up about the RHOA reunion. Girl, I got something to say. Say, if I had OnlyFans, it'll be shut down. Oh, we know. We know. Come outside. Anyway, real quick, Sam's Club, y'all. How many of y'all got Sam's Club membership or know somebody who got it? Because I like Sam's Club. I just talked to the baby to see if she wanted me to get a membership for her. Sam's Club, y'all, is about to go up on their membership. Right now, it's $45 for the whole year. $45 for the whole year. Costco is still $60. Costco costs more money. So listen, y'all might want to pay for your membership. I don't care if it's not due to be renewed. If you're thinking about getting it, do it before October 17th. Again, if you got Sam's Club and you know you're going to have to renew, or if you're thinking about getting it, you done had it, you let it lapse, you was thinking about getting it back, go and get it before October 17th. The price will be going up. So at least if you go and get it beforehand, you can lock that $45 in for the year. Thought y'all might want to know that before you get caught. You got until October 17th to get your Sam's Club, do your early renewal, or whatever you need to do before October 17th. It's only fair I let you know. Okay, y'all know when I know, I let you know. Okay? All right. So look, let me jump off of here. I'm going to need 35, 45 minutes. I'm going to set the live, send the notifications out. I did find out, like, if you go live quite a bit, that they don't send out notifications all the time. So if they don't, just be on the lookout for it. I'm gonna set the thumbnail and everything early so y'all have a chance to get in there so we can talk about what's what about everything. Because I got something to say about this reunion. It's making me feel away. Okay, the quote Spice, I feel away. I really, really feel away. Okay, so I'll see you in about 45 minutes. All right. So listen, before y'all go, you know I got to do my begging. because them like buttons ain't been getting hit today, and I don't know why. So I gotta beg y'all to please hit that like button, because it is a free button. It don't cost you nothing, but it helps me out so much. Y'all, please hit that like button on your way out if you haven't already. The notification bell, even though they may not send them out every time I go live, I'll do my best. So please make sure y'all hit that notification bell. Click all so you'll know every time I go live on this porch. And also subscribe. Do not fit to don't be afraid to subscribe. Please, if your subscribe button is red, that means you're not subscribed. Please click your subscribe button. Even if you think you are, double check it. Every so often, YouTube will go and unsubscribe people to pages. Please, please, please subscribe. It helps me out in the algorithm. Y'all know they be trying to shadow ban and shut a girl down. Okay? So do those 3 things for me. If you get an opportunity, share a video on your Facebook, Instagram, send it to your friends, whatever. Give everybody a chance to get this good Florida Negro news and they funny papers. That way they can get their news and they laugh all in one video. In the meanwhile, I'll see y'all in about 45 minutes, all right? And also, in case no one else tells you today, remember, God loves you, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.